Hey YouTube, what's going on? My name is Ekuegan, and in today's video we're going to be going over the Uzume RR4 sniper. So this is the new adaptive sniper. It comes from Nightfalls, and of course it's going to be the depth version when GMs come out. A lot of people ask me what different roles or what should they go after. What is the god role? So I'm gonna give you the god role from my perspective and what I think is good on this weapon, and then we go from there. I am missing a certain role that I wanted to check. If you somehow have it, please let me know, like in the comments, if you have that role and how many you get in the mag. But yeah, let's start out. Let's go through Uzume RR4 Adept. I was hoping that the sniper was going to be a high impact because we don't have a solar high impact. We got Far Future last season, which was another solar adaptive. But this boy might be a really good one. All right, so let's just go through the roles that this weapon can have. All right, normally I don't really go through the barrel or the magazine. I like to talk about the last two traits, but for this one, the mag and the last two traits are going to work together here. If you're looking for something to just mess around with, maybe just killing ads or even a Crucible role. If you like an Omelon sniper for Crucible, one of my recommendations for Crucible would probably be a Snapshot and Dragonfly, just because why not? I like to see stuff, you know, spark and fly in Crucible. So this might be something that you want to use. The zoom is a 50. If you use a 50 zoom, do your thing. If you don't like Omelon snipers, don't go for it. If you just want to mess around, maybe in like at level stuff or even patrols and other things, if you just want something that's going to be blowing stuff up, maybe triple tap and Dragonfly, just because you get to shoot more heads off and get to see stuff spark off. Now let's go into what I feel like I might use in a GM if there's solar burn and I am using a kinetic that's not my succession and I need a sniper in the second slot. Now, another cool thing about this sniper, since it's solar and it has Dragonfly, you can use it to make War Mine cells. The thing is, it depends on how many kills you get before you get that War Mine cell, right? So it's very tricky. Also, this season we have War Mine Decree, so if you take that into consideration, anything that's void that explodes can give War Mine cells. So I don't think you should build into even one in Dragonfly for endgame, right? If you like it, you like it. Now, first, you already know I'm going to say Vorpal. A lot of people ask me, why you always going for Vorpal EK? You know, some people told me explosive payload. I'm sorry, but a sniper is a precision weapon. And what explosive payload does is it takes away that from you. It takes 50% damage from the original shot, and it spreads it into 4 spreads around, right? Yes, you get to do 11% extra to precision and 15% to non-precision. But I mean, are you shooting red bars? Because if the thing about using a special ammo weapon, in my opinion, is to get rid of like majors and bosses and targets that are hard to take down in the game. Now hear me out. Vorpal gives you 15% damage increase, and if you don't know what, like, you know, what Vorpal works against, because generally Bungie just says against bosses, vehicles, and guardians, and they're super active. I have a complete breakdown of Vorpal and who it works on. All right, so champions is one of those things as well. So in endgame, Vorpal is going to be here. It's a flat off 15% damage increase. One of the cool things too is if you're going to farm for this later and you get the dev version, you get to stack Vorpal with a dev big ones. A dev big ones is the same thing as Vorpal. So now you get 30% extra damage, right? Instead of 15, because you're stacking these two. And the reason why is most people always ask me every season, yo, should I go with, you know, backup mag or something like that? The cool thing about having a Vanguard weapon is that you are now allowed, or you are now going to have Bombless Grief. The cool thing about Bombless Grief on the depth versions is no matter what, it's always going to be there, but you'll have another option. So when I'm suggesting this god roll, the only thing that you have to get here, in my opinion, on the gun are going to be appended and Vorpal. Remember, Bombless Grief will come on your gun. All right, it's going to come there as an intrinsic thing, so you'll have it. So the two things to look out for are going to be appended and Vorpal. And a lot of people are probably going to ask me, why not Clown cartridge? The thing about Clown is, right, let's say we put Clown and you know, I have TAC, I'm going to be at 4. If I put Clown and appended, I am going to be at 5. But the weird thing about Gunsmith is that if I put tactical on and I have clown, I should be at 5 in magazine. So that's one thing that I kind of just want to go over and say, like, these two do work together. You do go up to 5, and it's not 4. So perfect example, when you have this and it goes up to 4, I mean, it goes up to 5. I'm sorry. It goes up to 5, right? If you have this and it goes up to 5, and you have Boundless Grief, it should go up to 6. And if you have 6 shots, that's cool, and that's fine. But the thing is, the base of this weapon starts out at 4. And if I can get it up to 7, I don't need triple tap anymore, because now I have Appended, Boundless Grief, and Whirlpool. I don't have to hit 3 shots in order for me to get the ammo. I flat out just have 7. A few people screenshotted this for me because they also had Extended with it, and it shows that you can get 7. Now, I don't know for sure if Appended and Boundless Grief are going to give you 7 or not. So if anyone gets one and you have a screenshot, please, just let me know. Maybe at me on Twitter or something like that. My Twitter is the same as my name. But my role is going to be Appended, Boundless Grief, Whirlpool. And then when it comes to the sights, you can use whatever you like. I normally like Hammer Forge, maybe even small bore. But yeah, this is what I usually like, and this is what I'm going to go for. All right, so now we have all of that. One thing about the masterwork, I don't think it matters much. Maybe reload is something that you want, so your reload goes up to 60. But overall, when it comes to the Uzume sniper, especially if you're going for the depth version, this is what I'm going for. And if you happen to have an Appended and Boundless Grief one, please let me know. Now, I know a lot of people ask a lot of questions about why not go for clown cartridge. Here's the thing about clown cartridge, right? Okay, perfect example. Let's say the gun has 4 with clown cartridge, right? I shoot. Well, I think I already have a proc for some reason. So I normally have 4. If I shoot and I reload, I'm gonna get 6 sometimes. I might get 7 sometimes, right? But you can see that it's not consistent. It's not always going to give me 6 or even 7. Sometimes it gives me 5. So instead of even having to worry about having this as a chance, if I go with either Extended and clown cartridge, right? I can now push this up maybe a little bit further. And I mean, you already see what I'm doing here, right? This normally has 5, and I use clown cartridge, and I only landed at 6. So the thing is, you're gambling with clown cartridge. You have to gamble to get to what you want. But if you have Boundless Grief, because I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere here. If you have Boundless Grief, the only roll that I got so far was Tactical and Boundless. Boundless brings this up to 5. And then if you have Tactical, you go up to 6. And if you have Extended and Boundless, you go up to 7. Or if you have Appended and Boundless, you go up to 7. So my thing is, this is for sure way to have 7 in your magazine. You don't have to play the lotto hoping to get a big mag. Yeah, you might get lucky. You might get 8 somewhere, right? Because a lot of people, when people saw me grab, I got this on my first roll and was like, that's a god roll, man. I can't wait to use that. Like, that's a god roll. And I was like, it's not a god roll because it's not guaranteed to be what I'm going to use all the time, right? Because if I use it and I reload and I'm expecting to have 7 or 8 and I don't get that and I'm at 5 or 6, I mean, is it really that good of a roll? No. So my roll for this weapon, like I said, is going to be Appended, Boundless, Whirlpool, and then when you get to a dev version, put on the dev big ones. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you guys checking out my content. I know it's been a while since I've done weapon rolls. I will be doing more weapon rolls in the future. One neat thing to say though, if you like to have maybe that increased reload and that stability, the next best thing is Tactical Mag and Boundless Grief. But for sure, if you want to have 7 always, extend the Boundless Grief. But the thing about extended is it hurts your reload. So I always say Appended because Appended does not hurt your reload. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I will be doing more weapon reviews, Vault of Glass weapons. They're all going to be coming out soon. I don't know. I just felt like people didn't really care that much about the weapon reviews, but a lot of people have asked, so they'll be coming back out. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Ekuegan out. Deuces.